They've told you? I ask. Andres nods, his eyes jumping to each passerby, not meeting mine. That starts me off again. Snot and tears galore. The shame, the embarrassment, the huge mess I've made of my life. I lift the sleeve of my blouse to wipe my eyes, but Andres thrusts his silk handkerchief at me. I take it, dab at my eyes and cheeks, then blow my nose so hard that it toots like a trumpet. I hold out the handkerchief to my brother, but he shakes his head. Andres pulls me to him. He plants a kiss on my forehead before placing his arm around my shoulder. "It'll be all right," he says. "I can never go back to teaching," I say. A young porter collides with my huge bustle, the small travel case in his teetering bundle falling to the pavement with a clump. "Pardon, mademoiselle," he says. Eyes down, he bows slightly, and that makes the remaining cases topple forward. He pulls back to steady his load. The boy is flustered, young, closer to a babe than an adult. "My first day," he mumbles in rapid French. I can't help but smile. "Mine too," I say in Dutch, but I don't think he understands. "This bustle, it's too large for Paris," I say grudgingly. I swear people are pointing and laughing. I turn to show Andres. It juts out like a shelf, making my silhouette appear like the hind legs of a horse. The station's clock strikes 4 o'clock as Andres bends and picks up the fallen luggage, balancing it back on the leaning tower of leather cases before the boy lurches off. "Do you hate me?" I ask. "Don't be silly," he says. "You're my favourite person in the world." Pa does. He says I've thrown away my education and brought shame upon you all. "There'll be other occupations," my brother says. He picks up my trunk and nods for me to follow him back through the crowd. "My reputation is ruined. Edward Stumpf will see to that." "He wrote to Pa," Andres tells me as he manoeuvres through the crowd. "Says you pursued him, blames you for him being caught in a compromising embrace. Said it was a one-off, though." His pace is a little too quick, his bowler hat in hand thrust above the crowd. I'm having to skip to keep up. "What?" I say. "It had been going on for 3 years." "It was a one-off," Andres repeats, his voice stern, his eyes fixed ahead. I nod. He doesn't see. It seems my history has been rewritten during the long train journeys from Amsterdam to Paris. All blame is on me. The official stance has been made. Pa's already negotiated an honourable discharge on health grounds from teaching, with the proviso that you stay away from Stumpf. I'd like to tell them all the truth. He was a dissembler. "You should have resisted him, Joe," Andres says. "But he's a novelist," I say, as if that's explanation for my inability to say no. Edward flashes before my eyes, his dark hair falling across his eyes, one hand grabbing my waist, the other pushing me up against the blackboard, chalk in my hair. "I love you, Joe. We'll be together soon." Andres stops, and the vision dissolves as I collide with his back. The noisy streets of the 10th arrondissement fill my ears once more. He turns to look at me. "What were you thinking, Joe?" I can hear the disappointment in his words. "I clearly wasn't, but he's no saint. Come," he says, stepping off again. "We'll fix it together. I thought we'd catch a fiacre to my apartment. Save you the walk today." We move towards the line of horse-drawn carriages outside the station. Heaps of manure decorate the cobbles, and the stench invades my nostrils. I hold Andres' handkerchief over my nose and lips, but it does little to dispel the stink. I wait as he discusses our location with the coachman, the smell not seeming to bother either of them. The coachman's whip is the longest I've ever seen, and his top hat far taller than the style worn back home. Paris is bigger and bolder than Amsterdam. Already everything here feels extraordinary. I'm convinced that even the sun blazes brighter and stronger. 2 sprightly boys, orderlies I guess, scurry about on all fours, a scoop in one hand and a brush in the other, trying to pick up the rounds of muck. Defeat is scribbled all over their faces, their scoops too little, the piles too big. Their negotiations finished, Andres hands the coachman my trunk, then offers his hand to help me inside the carriage.